Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Last week I talked about the Overwatch Archives event and what I thought we might get for that event in terms of the actual time period or the actual event that the event will focus on. But today I wanted to do something I've never done before, which is talk about what skins we might see for the event. Now, most events I don't really have anything to think of because I'm not really that clever in thinking of skin ideas, but Archives is obviously the event where the skins are lore based. They are based on the heroes and their past, their look in the past, whatever, something about them and their past. So I thought it'd be interesting and a good, cool idea to look at some of the skins from years past and think ahead at what we might see in the future. Now, there's one problem, of course, with looking at the skins from the past, specifically the Archives skins, and that is that some heroes have lore-based skins that came from something other than the Archives event. But let's start by looking at all of the different Archives skins that heroes have, because those are the most important things to look at. We'll start with 2017, where we see Blackwatch McCree, Blackwatch Genji, Cadet Oxen Tracer, Chief Engineer Lindholm Torbjorn and Ironclad Torbjorn, Combat Medic Ziggler, Lieutenant Wilhelm Reinhardt, Null Sector Arisa, Null Sector Bastion, and Widowmaker Talon. Now, there's 10 skins here, 8 legendaries, 2 epics, Lieutenant Wilhelm and Null Sector Bastion being the 2 epics. So that's what we got for 2017. In 2018 we got 8 legendary skins again, but we did not get any epic skins. So here we can see all of the 2018 archive skins. We have Blackwatch Moira, Equalizer Lucio, Pajame May, Scion Hanzo, Soldier 24 Reaper, Specimen 28 Winston, Talon Doomfist, and Talon Sombra. So those are all of the Archives skins we have gotten, but there are, as I mentioned, are a lot of heroes that have gotten lore skins that were not through Archives. Some of them were through events, some of them were just something that they got, and some of them are through the Origins edition or Legendary edition, whatever the different kind of like, you know, the upped price version of Overwatch is that you can buy. Gives some skins through that as well. So, Ana has 4 different lore skins. She has Captain Amari and Horus, which are two of her just default legendary skins. You have Shrike, which is one of her epic skins, and Bastet, which was an epic skin you got through doing Ana's Bastet challenge. They're all lore-based skins, but none of those are through Archives. Bastion has his Omnic Crisis epic skin. It's just a default epic skin. And Overgrown, which is a Legendary Origins Edition skin. May has her Eco Point Antarctica skin, which is just a default Legendary skin that was added last year. Pharah has her Security Chief skin, which is an Origins Edition Legendary. Reaper's got Blackwatch Reyes, which is also an Origins Edition Legendary. Reinhardt has his Crusader skin, which was based off of the animated short Honor and Glory. That was added last year as a normal legendary skin. And then you have Balderic and Griefheart, which are legendary skins based off of other characters in, or another character in the lore. You have Soldier 76's Strike Commander Morrison skin, which is a legendary skin from the Origins edition. You have Symmetra's Architect and Vishkar skins, which are just some of her default legendary skins. You also have her Oasis skin, which is kind of lore-based, but I don't know if it's actually supposed to be realistic. It's based off a location and look for Symmetra in another location, but whether or not it's actually a lore-based skin, I'm not exactly positive. It's a bit of a gray area. That's from the anniversary event. Tracer has her Slipstream skin, which is from the Origins edition. It's a legendary skin. And Zarya has her Champion and Weightlifter skins from the Summer Games. They are legendary skins. And her Arctic and Siberian Front skins, which are just normal legendary skins for her. They are both sets of lore skins as well. Obviously, she was a weightlifter in her past, and then the Arctic/Siberian front skins are based off of her time fighting against the Omnics in Siberia. So that leaves a very small number of heroes that have no past lore skins. At least ones that I would not deem to be past lore skins. There are some ones that are kind of in a gray area where they kind of have skins, but the ones who do not have any type of lore skin, you have Ashe, Baptiste, Brigitte, D.Va, Junkrat, Roadhog, Wrecking Ball, and Zenyatta. Now some of these, of course, like I said, are in weird positions. D.Va, you have the Nano skin, which is kind of something lore-based, but not really. You have Wrecking Ball with his Horizon Lunar Colony skin, once again, kind of lore-based, but not really. So there are some gray area here, but overall, these heroes do not have any type of lore-based skin. So taking a look at all of these heroes that have not gotten any lore-based skins in the past, I wanted to kind of at least give all of them one skin. I couldn't really think of many skins beyond those, because like I said, most heroes have one already anyway. Only Reaper really has two. I mean, there are some that, obviously Ana has a couple, but they're all kind of related, and Bastion has a couple, but they're all kind of separate time periods and whatnot. But Reaper is really the only one that has one of him from, deep past in the Soldier 24 skin to the kind of more recent past with his Blackwatch skin. But we've also seen, of course, with things like Reinhardt, that they can be skins for other characters. So with all those things in mind, I wanted to kind of go over my ideas for some of these skins. And in general, they kind of go from something that I think is far more likely or a much better idea, and then as you go down, it kind of gets to the worse or weaker ideas for skins in general. So kind of my first one, the one I think is the best idea or the most likely, is Talon Baptiste. Obviously we saw Baptiste in a Talon outfit in his story video, his origin story video. Jeff Kaplan teased and said that the reason why we got Baptiste when we did, some of it is a story reason, so I 100% expect to see Baptiste in the Archives event, and expect him to get a Talon skin while the event is going on. Just makes sense to me, so I expect to see that. Another hero that I think could get something, obviously these skins don't have to be, Overwatch characters or characters who were in the Overwatch organization. We saw Hanzo get one, we saw Lucio get one, they have no affiliation with Overwatch. So I think it'd be cool if we got a skin of Roadhog from the Australian Liberation Front. On screen is a little fan art done by UZ Rotten Brains on Tumblr, is one that I found. Not necessarily this look is what I'd want, but just in general kind of an idea of something from Roadhog's past where we could get some look at him when he was a part of the Australian Liberation Front. And tied to Roadhog, you could have a Junkrat one from when he was younger, when he was a junker, before getting kicked out of Junkertown. This one is by John Lamb Art. I think it's like a comic or something that he does, but I think this is a really nice one as well that I think would work really well. Another one that I think we will get is a Specimen 8 Wrecking Ball. We got Specimen 28 Winston last year. I'd expect some kind of a Specimen 8 Wrecking Ball this year, based on kind of the way we see him in the closing, or not in the closing, in part of his origin story video, we see him in that kind of, that shirt that has 8 on it, and some kind of, wiring or whatnot on his head, like what we see with Winston in his Specimen 28 skin. I'd expect something similar with a Wrecking Ball. Now we get into more of my kind of far-fetched ideas, or a little more crazy ideas. Obviously in 2018, we got Soldier 24 Reaper. I think it would be a cool one to get like a Soldier 76 skin from when he was a soldier. Kind of like what we see in the Bastet short story. There's an image of him with the the guy's name I can't remember, unfortunately, but his former lover. But you see him in this kind of outfit where it's, you know, a more military style outfit, much more like what we see with Reaper in his Soldier 24 skin. So I think that'd be a cool skin. A younger Soldier 76 in a military uniform. We have military uniform skins for him, but they're all older Soldier 76. Vincent, that's the guy's name. Him and Vincent in this picture that you have been seeing. I think that'd be a cool idea. Something closer to that. Also, as I've said before, we saw some skins of characters being other characters, such as with Reinhardt, or even Orisa being an OR unit from Null Sector, or even Bastion being an OR unit from Null Sector, when they are not the same character, technically. So Zenyatta, who does not have any kind of lore skin, could be looked or made to look like Mondada, or even like Zenyatta before he became a monk. I don't really know what he would look like. He's an Omnic. Not as much you can do with an Omnic, but I think it'd be cool if we got a Mondada Zenyatta, or even like a Maximilian Zenyatta if Maximilian never becomes a full hero. That would work kind of well as well. Another one is Ashe. Maybe one from when she was younger, when, you know, Deadlock Gang was founded. There's this picture from her origin story, or this still from her origin story video, which could work, where she has a little bit longer hair, maybe no hat. Something like that could work for Ashe. But the two that were the hardest for me were the two youngest heroes in the game, D.Va and Brigitte, because the problem with those two is they're young, so they haven't had a lot of time to do things, right? D.Va's only 19, so realistically, what could you give a skin for her that she could have been doing something actively while being as young as she is? It's very difficult to do, and Brigitte is 23, once again very young, hasn't really had the time to do a lot of things. She doesn't have a past like some of these other characters do. With D.Va, I thought maybe you give her just some kind of like unpainted version of her mech, maybe it's gray, and you put her in the outfit that we see in the Shooting Star animated short, where she's got that hat and the jacket, this screenshot you're seeing now. Something like that could work for D.Va as her skin for archives. And for Brig, which is the hardest one in my opinion, because her look is really based on things that we see consistently in her comics, right? Her comics, she has like a white tank top, and that's kind of her defining characteristic at that point in time, and then we see her in the armor that we see her in normally. There's really not much between that and anything else that she has a skin for it, right? There's the way she looks in some things, such as when she's training with Reinhardt in her origin story video, where you see her in kind of this like green training outfit with a red bandana, but that became her mechanic skin. So Brig is a hard one. The only thing I could really think of for if Brig could get a skin, which I don't think that she will get a skin like this, but if she did, the only thing I could think of was this look that she has during the Honor and Glory short. It's the only real look that I could think of that they could give to her that would make any sense as a lore-based skin, because in general, like I said, she doesn't really have many lore-based looks. So that's really what I kind of think we could get with some of these skins and these heroes, and I think it'd be really cool to get some of these skins. I love some surprise skins, of course. There is a supposed leak, or a potential leak, that shows 4 different, skins in a square as an achievement. Usually it's like the headshot that we get with a lot of different things, and it includes Baptiste and Doomfist and Sombra, but also Moira in a different looking skin than what we get with her Blackwatch skin. I don't think the leak is real, but that's always a possibility, but I'm not really on that wavelength. I don't really think that's something we will get. So, I'm sorry about that. But that's everything that I can think of skin-wise. If you have any ideas, Anything you think would be a cool skin for the Archives event, I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. But if you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, as it helps out a lot. But until next time, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.